Well, it is Sunday, September 12th. And a few days ago, this picture is based on an older article, but a few days ago, I was reading this article and they were talking about the illusion of social media and how it's causing depression amongst teens and anxiety amongst teens and young adults. And I could not find that article, but I found numerous other articles. And I find it very interesting because I have a theory on this. First of all, I think that when we watch social media like Instagram and TikTok, I think we're getting a glimpse of how life actually should be versus how this planet was terraformed so that the dominant society in America could exist and people who represent the dominant society. And so basically what I'm saying is that the ease of which life is supposed to happen is actually natural versus the hard work and toiling we have to do at menial jobs that don't pay us very well. So that's the first theory I have. With dealing with the depression, it's very interesting how the depression and anxiety, how it hits young adults differently. For instance, people from the dominant society, or what we call Caucasian or white people, tend to get a lot of depression. And I think the reason why is because they are so used to existing that white is right and they are the best of the best just because they were born into whiteness and thus has more options going for them, that when they actually are compared to white people who either have more or have the appearance of more, they get really anxious and depressed. Because remember, if you're living based on, oh, white people created civilization, white people did this, white people did that, to see white people who are above you living that life will cause anxiety. Now, on the flip side, they say a lot of minority children, especially black children, face an increase of cyberbullying. And I think it's because those kids who think that they're better and have always thought that they were better, because basically our society teaches, like I said, white is the best, that they turn around and take that out on the minority children, particularly black people, by telling them they're worthless and they're stupid and they're dark and calling them the N-word on social media. Because they can't compete with their own people who live a better life that they didn't know. They knew those people existed, but it wasn't in front of their faces. And with social media, all lifestyles are in front of your faces. I mean, I remember years ago, the big thing was the rich kids of Instagram and how even back then you're reading stories and articles about increased anxiety. Why? If you're the best of the best and the smartest and the smartest and the highest IQ, you should be able to recreate that. Well, the reality is a lot of them can't because a lot of them are nowhere near that stratosphere of life. But they can still be bullying and racial to black minority children. So I find it very interesting. For me personally, I see social media as a inspiration. So it makes me want to do more. It doesn't occur to me that I should look to other people and necessarily put them down per se. And I know that sounds shady, but I'm going to be very defensive. Let's put it that way. If you're going to say some things I don't agree with, or you're going to post things, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to have my opinion about it. But that doesn't mean I'm going to put you down as far as I think I'm better. So you can always tell, like a lot of my feed is either black empowerment, black women empowerment, or business. So I would, for young black kids out there, young black adults, focus more on that. Don't focus on, oh, they have this big rich car. You know, if they have it or if they're faking it, maybe that's just the lifestyle. I mean, we always talk about black history and we were all kings and queens. No, we weren't. But we also, one thing that we didn't have is the black community has never known ghettos. Ghetto has never been a black creation. That was never an African creation. We have known lack, but we never had ghettos and being in the gutter to the point where everybody on the planet is trying to stomp us back into the gutter when the planet itself is rising in frequency and vibration back to its natural homeostasis, which we are the natural inhabitants. So it doesn't make sense to wallow in the gutter and stay there. Likewise, you shouldn't be obsessed with money, in my opinion. You know, money is a tool. We've agreed it's a necessary tool. Until we agree it's no longer a necessary tool, money will always exist. Exchange of time and energy will always exist until we decide we want to do something different as a people, and planetary wide and community wide. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting that these articles keep popping up about young adults, mostly of the dominant or white society, getting all this depression and anxiety. And it's just like, I've been inspired. So what's going on in their minds versus what's going on in a lot of Black people minds who are now starting businesses and, making more out of their lives. But yeah, a little babbling there on a Sunday morning. So enjoy your Sunday, enjoy your week, and have a lovely day. Bye bye.